Welcome and welcome back, empowered ones. My name is Ashina, and I am honored to have you listening to this video today. So, for today's topic, I wanted to talk about what ungrounds you and then what grounds you. And I came up with this topic because I had a coffee the other day, and I don't drink coffee very frequently. And yeah, it left me feeling rather ungrounded, and it got me thinking, this would be a good topic to talk about because I do believe that true power isn't with the number of people that you rule over or how much money you have, but true power is truly knowing yourself inside and out. And what a way to get to know yourself than by knowing what grounds you, what gives you stability, what makes you feel rooted, and then the things that unground you, the things that make you feel flighty, anxious, untethered, unanchored. So let's dive into that a little bit today. Before we get started, if you have a pen and paper, that would be great. You don't need it, but I like writing, so perhaps you do too. But to begin, let's get nice and comfy, get nice and relaxed wherever you're seated or laying down as you're listening to this. So we're just going to ground ourselves a little bit. You can close your eyes, listen to my voice, take a nice deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Again, in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more time. Give your body a nice little shake here. Shake the arms, shake the legs. Roll the head around. Okay. Right. So, getting to know yourself better. What ungrounds you? So, for me, like I said, the thing that kind of got this video going was that I had a coffee. Now, I'm not a big coffee drinker, and I only had a single shot latte. And I find that with coffee, it catapults me into the stars with energy. But I feel that I'm floating in the stars without a cord attached to me. So I'm just floating in space, propelling myself through space. But I'm unanchored, I'm untethered. So that's one of the things for me that ungrounds me. So before I ramble on about what ungrounds me, I want you to think about what ungrounds you. Okay, so you can write it on a piece of paper or in a book. Let's give ourselves a minute or two to just write down or think about some things that unground us, that make us feel a bit shaky, a bit wobbly, a bit anxious, unanchored, unrooted, that kind of thing. Okay. Okay, that's about a minute. Okay, so I would like to share the things that unground me. So the first thing I mentioned was coffee. I love the smell, I love the taste, I love the pep in my step that it gives me. But like I said, um, yeah, it makes me feel flighty, a little bit anxious. It just, yeah, catapults me into the sky with energy, and I feel untethered, unrooted. Being around loud, confrontational people ungrounds me. It makes me feel really anxious and nervous, and I just don't like it. So I just remove myself from the situation, or from the room, or from the building, or what have you. Lack of sleep ungrounds me. This is a big one, lack of sleep. And this isn't just like one night of missed sleep. This, for me, this is like consecutive nights of not being able to sleep. It makes me feel like I've got a cage of bees buzzing around in my head. I can't focus. I feel yucky. I don't like it. So sleep is a big one for me. Forgetting to eat. If I'm having a lot of fun or deeply engrossed in a conversation, I can forget to eat sometimes. And then before I realize it, I feel like really spacey, and I'm like, hey, I need to need to eat something. If it's been ages since I've been in nature, that ungrounds me, and I can tell. I just feel a bit like, oh, I need to hug a tree or like touch a leaf or something. So yeah, if I haven't been in nature for a while, that ungrounds me. And the last thing I wrote here, and I think this is the biggest one for me, is um, if I've been around a lot of people for a long time and I haven't had any chance to recharge my social batteries. And I do that by being in solitude. If I haven't had a chance to be in solitude, that's the biggest way that I unground myself. Um, for me, I do believe that I'm a highly sensitive person. I do believe that I pick up on people's energies, people's emotions, and I carry them around with me. And I 100% need solitude. I need time alone. So, yeah, that is a big one for me. That's the biggest one for me. That really unsettles me, it ungrounds me. I like being alone. So, those are some of the things that I jotted down that unground me. So now let's think about what grounds us, what brings us back to ourselves. And we'll do that for another minute. So you can think about it, or you can jot it down on a piece of paper. So think about what grounds you, what gives you stability, what brings you back to yourself. Okay, so it's been about a minute now. If you need more time, then please pause the video and carry on scribbling or daydreaming or thinking. But yeah, so I've written down the things that help ground me, and to be honest, they were just pretty much the opposite of what I just said. So I know that if I have a coffee and I feel ungrounded, the thing that grounds me is eating food, but healthy food, grounding food. Um, yeah, so root vegetables are great. Um, Flapjacks, just anything that will help ground me and bring that energy back down. Yeah, confrontational people unground me. So I leave the vicinity, I leave the room, I leave the building, and bring myself back to nature if possible. Or just go for a walk in the area or something, like just lack of sleep ungrounds me. So I like to practice yoga nidra. And if you've never heard of yoga nidra, there are tons of videos about it on YouTube. I won't attempt to explain what it is, but from what I understand, it's a form of yogic sleep. It brings you back down into the theta brainwave, so you're not asleep, but you are deeply, deeply relaxed. It's beautiful. I love it. Or I just have a long sleep. If I forget to eat, I eat, but I eat intentionally and consciously. So I don't just like snack on foods while watching TV. I sit with a bowl of food. I thank the food. I thank Mother Earth for providing this food. I thank the nourishment that's about to come into my body. And then I eat. If it's possible to do that, you know, I might be out and about. In that case, I'll just grab something relatively healthy if possible. And being with people and not being able to recharge my social batteries, I will take myself away and be in solitude. I usually always have my noise cancelling headphones with me. I'll always have my phone with me. I've got Spotify, so I will sit there and just put those headphones on, listen to some soothing music, and just recharge those batteries for as long as I can, really. And if I've noticed that I haven't been in nature for a while, I will get myself into nature. And I'm actually going to do that today. I've spotted a new green area that I haven't explored yet. So I'm going to go and explore it later. It's going to be awesome. I will probably get rained on because the weather has been terrible recently, but it's all good. So we've looked at what things unground us and what things ground us. I hope the examples I've given you have been helpful in helping you to think about the things that unground you and ground you. And I hope that this little exercise helps you to open a little door within yourself, you know, helps you peer within yourself, get to know yourself a little bit better, and hopefully put things into practice. So if you find yourself in any situations where you're feeling ungrounded, untethered, unrooted, unanchored, that you're like, okay, I'm feeling this way, but I know I can do this to help me stay rooted and stay within myself. It's all about awareness, darling. It's all about awareness. Right, so I'm going to leave it there. I hope you all have a blessed day. I hope you're feeling happy, healthy, and in love with others and yourself. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.